Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. This one's going to be a rough one, folks. We have a absolute sea of blood today in the crypto markets, along with some stocks even selling off huge. You got Amazon down big after hours. You guys are seeing a massive sell-off on Amazon. Crypto is not the only industry affected today. Amazon is currently down 15% today alone, one of the biggest companies in the world. Lots of selling going on. I mean, we are looking at an absolute bloodbath. I just cannot believe these prices are this cheap on some of these cryptocurrencies. We're looking at XRP right here down to 123. It came down and hit 110 right there. We are still down here in our accumulation zone, but this dip over the last month has been absolutely brutal. Okay, we're talking 54% in 4 weeks, guys. That's a month. Okay, that is 54% drop in 1 month. I can't say that I've ever seen that before in crypto, especially on something like XRP. Normally it takes a little longer, but not a lot of times you can see on the chart where it's gone down for 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Maybe back here you could see back in June it went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, had a big move up, went sideways, and then went up. We went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here and had a bounce. But there's not very many consecutive 5-bar drops like this. You're seeing some buyers step in here. I mean, XRP is down 18% right now. Ethereum is down to $1,800. So you guys can see that we actually bounced down here back in, that was April. We bounced at 1,300. So that was the bottom in April. You guys can see that once the signal came, once we got our green dot here, we absolutely ripped to the upside. So the good thing about this, and I posted this on Twitter today, I said the good thing is that when markets sell off really fast like this in a couple of weeks, right? I mean, this sell-off has happened over 2 or 3 weeks. Normally, the recovery bounce is just as fast, okay? If we sell here, we're never going to win. Okay, but if we hold and we have if you have cash on the sideline right now and you're continuing to buy at these prices, I give you props. Okay, if we hold here, we still got a chance, right? If you sell, you're never going to win. Okay, the crypto sentiment right now, everybody hates crypto right now, guys. And it's not just crypto selling off. Silver's selling off, gold's selling off, stocks are selling off. Everything is selling off right now. It's not just a crypto thing. Okay? So we have the chance, right? We have the choice, okay? We can either give up and quit or we can hold, okay? These are the lowest prices, some of the lowest prices in over 5 years, okay? It's just not logical to sell or quit right now. Everybody in crypto is down. Everybody who's bought in the last few years is currently down, okay? We as traders, as investors, cannot control the prices. The only thing we can control is how we react to the prices. So if you're reacting today and you're selling, right, down here, okay, close to that bottom where we hit back here in March, April, before we absolutely rip to the upside, you can see there's normally a big dip before the big rip. So it's best to just sit on hands. Like I honestly didn't even want to do a live stream today just because I'm so tired of looking at prices just go down. It's just almost better to just not look at it, to take a break. Right? We're not going to be in sell territory anytime soon. This is a massive, massive opportunity for investors. Okay? You got to think of all the money sitting on the sideline. If you're a billionaire or a bank or a hedge fund right now with billions and billions of dollars, you're licking your chops. Right? You're licking your chops. Look at Aerodome Finance. This is Coinbase's DEX. Look where it's at. It's right down here at that low of April. We literally bounced at 27 cents in April, and what happened? Okay, we went from 27 cents up to $1.67. From here to there, that was a 485% move. If you sold down here back in April, you felt like a total idiot. Okay, and this doesn't feel good, guys. It doesn't feel good for me, doesn't feel good for you, doesn't feel good for any investor. Okay, but this is the market, man. The market is not your friend. Okay, it is a brutal beast sometimes. And again, I'm not selling any of my alts. Okay, I did rotate. I did make a couple trades today in the portfolio. I did sell my Bitcoin short here for a 250% gain. That was a put that we bought. So we bought these $40 puts for May. I can't say Bitcoin's bottom is in. There's no way to know. But Bitcoin has not fallen like this ever. Okay, Look at that big dip, like just down. I mean, this thing is down literally in 3 weeks. Bitcoin is down 32% in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Brutal. Okay. So I'm thinking we're going to find some buyers in this $55,000 to $60,000 range because we are still sitting at that EMA. And again, you guys look at the fear and greed index right now. Again, the sentiment has never been lower. We are in extreme fear. Okay. Extreme fear. Now is not the time to panic, right? Warren Buffett doesn't say sell when everybody's fearful. He says buy when everybody's fearful. So this has never been this low. I think the all-time low is 10. Okay, and you can see every time we come down into this red zone down here on this fear and greed index on coinmarketcap.com, it's been a buying opportunity every single time. So again, a lot of these names are coming down here to test those April lows. I'm not saying we're going to bounce there, but the only thing we can do right now is sit on our hands and wait for a green dot. Okay, that's the only thing. Okay, that next green dot will give us more of an idea of, hey, is the bottom in? But what I can tell you is this level right here at 1800 is very strong support for ETH. 2000 was a big support level. We bounced at 2000 here, bounced at 2000 here. Obviously, we lost that big psychological level. And what's happening is stop losses are getting hit. That's why you see this capitulation. So, I mean, I think we can all agree, right? No matter if you're bullish or bearish, no matter what it is, you guys can all agree that investors right now, if you guys are investing in crypto altcoins, we're down here in despair. It does not make sense, right? It's not a logical decision to fold right now. It doesn't feel good, right? I told you guys, I've been telling you guys this for a couple weeks. Despair does not feel good. Despair means like agony, right? It doesn't feel good at all. Okay, and these are the times you want to be buying, okay? And if you don't have any more to buy, you simply just have to hold, okay? Because every dip, right? Imagine selling back here in April when crypto, right, bounced. We finally hit a bottom. Eventually there's going to come a point where there's just not going to be any more sellers, okay? Personally, I think all the retail is out. I think there's no more retail left to sell. Now it's just manipulation, okay? And they're just sending it down. And again, we won't know where the bottom is until we get our next green dot on our indicator. When we get that next green dot, we can be more sure. But I got a good feeling that we are very, very close, that this pain is about to stop. I mean, this is a brutal sell-off for ETH as well, from 3,200 all the way down here. That's 43% in 3 weeks, guys. And personally, I would rather it get over with quickly than do like a slow grind down, right? Like just a slow, week by week, we're slowly grinding down, right? This is quick, right? So like I said in that Twitter post, normally when you get a really fast dip like this, there's normally a very fast recovery. So again, they're just liquidating all the longs. Everybody who had leverage in the markets is now KO'd. They are gone. All that old money is out, and now that leaves room for the new money to come in. So again, I don't know where the bottom's going to be. I got a feeling we're very, very close. Like I said, I closed that short out on Bitcoin here for a 250% gain. We took that 2 weeks ago. So that was my short trade for Bitcoin. I'm kind of kicking myself for not investing more in that short. But we did take that on the live last Friday, and again, that played out very, very well. But one thing that's different about the markets right now, guys, than it was in 2021 is there is a lot of ETFs. Okay, ETFs were not around back in this 2021 bear market. Okay, they were not around. They were not active. Okay, so that the fact of the matter is there's a lot of institutions, a lot of institutional money, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of companies that are now involved in crypto that weren't around back in 2021. Like look at this dip back here. This was 2020, right? This was COVID. So this actually looks very familiar here, right? Look at that nasty 1, 2, 3 week dip. Okay, that was COVID 2020. This is the worst dip in crypto since 2020, since COVID. And there's really not that big of a thing going on right now, right? COVID was like a tragedy, right? It was just nobody knew what the hell was going to happen, right? But this, I mean, are we selling off because of the Epstein files? I don't know. There's a lot of speculation that Jeffrey Epstein was the founder of Bitcoin. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. If it is, that's probably not good for Bitcoin. I don't know why that's going to affect altcoins. But again, don't sell when you see this, when you see just a massive capitulation dip, right? Stupid time to sell. At least wait for a recovery, right? And then take your profits. Okay? I mean, if you're, again, every crypto investor, you, me, and everybody else, the millions of people who have invested in crypto over the last few years, are most likely down. Unless you guys nailed the bottom down here at 1,500 on ETH, you are currently down. Okay? So again, we can't control the prices. All we can do is control the reaction to the prices. I tell you guys all the time, do not trade crypto with leverage. Okay? That will wipe you out. Okay? So if you're not trading crypto with leverage, you're still in the game. You can't be liquidated. Okay? Like all these other leverage traders. Every leverage trader right now is KO'd. Okay, there's going to be a lot of crypto influencers that are not going to be around anymore. A lot of people just getting wiped out. And again, this is the market, right? This is why we don't use leverage in crypto, because 43% in 3 weeks is insane. Okay, that is insane. And again, it's not just crypto getting hit right now. We got Amazon down. Okay, Amazon's all the way down here to $200. Okay, that is a massive drawdown there. Let's show you here the real time. Let's see here. Let's go 4 hour here. We'll go to extended hours, and you can see this thing is falling off a cliff. Amazon getting absolutely roasted here. Okay, down 15% on the day alone. What else we got? You guys got chart requests? Get them in. I'll take a look at them. We can try to identify some levels where we might see a bounce, but realistically, what we're doing is just waiting for a green dot for a bounce. Okay, again, normally a nasty dip comes before the big move higher. So if you can hold through this, if you can continue to just sit on your hands right now, that's the best thing we can do. Okay, at least wait for a recovery if you're going to sell, because markets do bounce. Nothing goes down forever. Okay, eventually it's going to find a bottom. And again, this name like Aerodrome here, I was talking to Jeff about this today. This is right down here at the April low. Again, imagine if you sold back here in April at 27 cents. And it went on to go all the way up here to 160. Okay, you would have felt really stupid, because you would have made 450% if you would have just waited a couple more months. Is the bottom in? I don't know. I'm not going to call a bottom. I'm not going to sit here and call a bottom until I see another green dot. Like on Ethereum, until I see that green dot on the indicator, that's where my bottom signal will be. I'm watching ETHA. ETHA is the Ethereum ETF. This is what I'm probably going to buy when I decide to play Ethereum. I'm probably going to play options because, like I said, I think this recovery bounce is going to be massive this year. Okay, and again, tomorrow could suck, next week could suck, but over the next month or two, I definitely think we're going to hit a bottom, because I don't think there's any sellers left. This right here tells me that leverage traders, all that leverage that was in the market, is completely gone. They just reset the entire playing field in the leverage markets. Okay, you're talking XRP down 19% here. Mara's another name down big today, down 18%. That's all the way down here at 2023 lows. This thing was as low as $3 back in January before it ripped all the way up here to 32. So there's obviously some weird rumors going around about Bitcoin. I think people are worried about the Epstein thing, but you know, it is what it is, right? The information came out. Bitcoin's down 13% today alone. Okay, those puts absolutely printed. I know some of you guys took that trade. And if you don't know what a put is, it's just an option. Okay, you place a trade saying, hey, it's going down. The reason we took Bitcoin, the Bitcoin short, was the red dot right here. Okay, that was the reason I decided to short Bitcoin. That was right up here at 86, and you could see it fell to the floor. So again, we're just trading the signals. Where the bottom will be in is when, well, it won't be 100% because no signal is 100%. These green dots are about 80%, and what invalidates a green dot is a red dot, and you can see that red dot came on January 26th, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. XCN, ZBCN bottom close. Let's look at XCN here. So it's coming right back down to 0.004 here. Okay, again, we just need to see the green dot. That will be my bottoming. That's when I will say, hey, this is the bottom is either in or it's very close. ZBCN, you said, still falling off a cliff. So again, I would just wait for that signal. Okay, that signal will be the tell. This one was invalidated right here on the 26th of January, just like Bitcoin was. Yeah, how many resets do we need? Too many, apparently. But again, guys, this is just no time to sell, man. We just gotta keep it positive, right? Markets don't go down forever. And if you're trading, if you can short the market, you can make money both ways. But I wouldn't be going short now after a day like today. I decided to get out of my short on Bitcoin today after one of the biggest drops in history. Okay, biggest daily drops in history. This thing's down 18% this week, so we nailed that short there. Silver and gold are also still silver and gold are down, right? Silver's down in the last 2 weeks. We shorted silver too. Silver's down 45%, just like some of these altcoins. So really, no asset class is safe right now, right? Everything's dipping, everything's coming down. So again, what do we got to do? We got to sit on our hands. We got to be patient. Okay, we just got to be patient. Okay, let the market find its bottom. Don't try to catch a falling knife here. Simply just wait for the signal. And again, look at Chainlink. Chainlink's right down here to the 2024 low where it bounced and went up to 30. It hit 8, went up to $30. Again, I don't know where the bounce is going to come. I got a feeling it's very, very close. After a 3-week dip like this, it actually is exciting to see this because this just means the recovery is going to be massive. Okay, and again, all we got to do right now is sit on our hands and wait for these signals, folks. That's all we got to do. Let's take a look at some chart requests from the Discord here. I'm answering them over here from the chart request thread inside the Discord. Those are loaded up in this playlist right here, thanks to Efren. And let's just take a look. Again, Amazon down big here. So Amazon's going to set up. Where was our time to buy Amazon? If you guys are new to the channel, where we look to buy is when this blue wave is down here giving us a green dot. Okay, that is our buy signal. That came right there at around 170. It went all the way up to 280. This was our time to buy. This is not our time to buy Amazon up here. We want a big sell-off on Amazon like this. I mean, this is literally down 15%. One of the biggest companies in the world, 15% today. That's like hundreds of billions of dollars being erased from its market cap. That's absolutely insane. Can I go over the gold dots that I mentioned? Yeah. What were they again? I know H-bar was one, SUI was one, and I think there was a couple more. The trading indicators over here. If you guys don't have the trading indicators, you guys can download those right here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link and you guys get my entire trading layout over here. You guys get my EMAs, the red and green dots, the stochastic RSI, the MACD, and this Fibonacci tool we're going to be talking about here today. But wow, I can't believe that dip on Amazon there. Look at XRP down here at 120. Again, where was everybody wanting to buy XRP, guys? Everyone was wanting to buy XRP up here at $3, $3.50. Okay, we were up here in our sell zone up here. We were in our sell zone in these ranges. Okay, now we're in the buy zone and everyone's scared. Okay, that ties right in to our cheat sheet here. Okay, we are down here right now. We are in despair. Okay, and while this sucks, okay, we gotta control how we react to these prices. Okay, it is not an easy thing to do. 90% of people fail in the stock market, fail at investing because they let their emotions take control. Okay, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't down today. Okay, it doesn't feel good today. Okay, Chainlink is my largest position. I mean, I have a ton of Chainlink, and it's down. It's down big. I mean, it's down 15% this week. It's down over 40%, okay, in the last 3 weeks. Just dropped to the floor here, okay? But like I just said, we're on the floor. So why would I sell down here? I told you guys a couple weeks ago, if we think Chainlink is going back up here to $28 to $30, is it really going to matter if we buy here at 12 or 8? I would say yes, it will matter, but still, gains are gains, right? If we go back to 30 from where I bought here at 12, okay, that's still 135%. If you're buying at today's price, well, you're going to make around 253% when we decide to recover. Okay, so the best thing, like I said, we could do is just sit on our hands and wait for those green dots. H-bar did have the gold dot yesterday. Again, these aren't day trades, these gold dots. Oh, it looks like the gold dot actually, did it fade? Must have faded. Must have faded away from the chart. But it did give a signal yesterday, a gold dot signal. Last time we got a gold dot was back here in November at 4 cents. It went all the way up here to 40 cents. That was a 10x trade. So again, people are very, very disgruntled down here, right? I mean, look at this. Look what happened back here on H-bar. Okay, we had a sell-off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days we went down, and then we absolutely ripped to the sky. So same kind of pattern playing out here. Again, I don't know where things are going to bottom. All I know is that we are literally at all-time lows. Crypto sentiment is at all-time lows, meaning retail is panicking. Retail is selling, okay? Most of us aren't selling in the Discord. I don't know, maybe you are, but again, we're not panicking down here. We're using logic. Everything we do is based on logic here. It doesn't make logical sense to sell when the fear and greed, when people are more fearful than they have ever been in the history of crypto. Okay, we're not selling during that time. We want to try to accumulate more as much as possible. Keep buying or holding, simply put. And then when we come back up here to extreme greed, that's when we're going to unload. But I really think this is the dip before the rip. I mean, this is absolute insanity. Everyone who was leveraged in the markets is now out. They are toast. They are roasted. It's over, right? They have no more money left. They got liquidated. So congratulations if you decided not to use leverage in crypto. You're still in the game, okay? You're still in the game. A lot of people getting knocked out of the game right now. You're still in the game. You win in the end, right? Because the only thing that separates someone from being right or wrong in the markets is time. Okay, we just got to give it more time to come back up here into our sell zone, and that's when we're going to take profits. This has been a nasty 4 to 5 month period. Okay, back here in July, August is when we were selling our crypto. We started re-entering right here around July, and again, it's been an ugly July. January. January has been disgusting for crypto. I mean, it has been just brutal. Okay, but again, that doesn't mean we panic and we sell. We simply just stick to our plan. All of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. Okay, everything we do here is on a 1 to 6 month time frame. So if we're 1 month into our trades, we still have another 5 months to go. Okay, another 5 months to recover. So again, dollar cost averaging on the next round of dots. What else we got? Do I have to reload the indicator as I have for a while, but it hasn't upgraded to MACD? Just shoot me an email. Yeah, if you have any questions about downloading the indicator, just shoot me an email, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. If you have the old version, I can send you the new version if you downloaded it. My email's right there in the trading indicator tab. Amazon got, smoked today. So again, what are we going to do? We're going to wait till Amazon comes back down here, gives a green dot. Place I'd probably look to add some is probably 180, just because that put us around that 4-year moving average. Okay, that's where we bounced last time. So that's a brutal dip there on Amazon. We got Lucid, LCID. Thing's getting cranked. I mean, just getting absolutely smoked. I'd wait for a monthly on this, but this is one of those electric car companies, I think, and I mean, that's a falling knife. I wouldn't touch that unless you know something about the company that I don't. Is Epstein Satoshi? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, by the way the market looks today, it could be true, but I don't know. I don't know. That would be a brutal thing for Bitcoin if that was true. But there is some stuff in those files that got released that that indicated that might be true. Again, I'm not here to spread FUD or fear, but there is some information out there that might validate that. Webull getting absolutely pounded. I've never liked Webull. I like Robinhood more than this, but again, this just looks like a falling knife. I would wait for a daily dot here, just because, well, I guess we have the weekly too, but that thing's in free fall right now as well. Down 12% today, getting smoked. SFRM, Surf Mobile, again, got a red dot there last week. We're right back down to where we got this green dot right there at $1.90, so I would be a buyer here at $1.90 if you like that name. If you guys got chart requests too, drop them in the chat. If we can get this to 150 likes today, there's 167 people on the stream right now. If we can get another 100 likes on the video, I'll give away 200 XRP today. Okay, normally I give away 100. I'll give away 200 if we can get to 150 likes here today, just because of how brutal the market is right now. I think we can all use a little pick-me-up. Okay, but be honest. If you guys didn't have the community, you'd probably be selling today. You'd probably be panic selling today if you didn't have the Spartan community. Okay, again, these dips happen. This dip happened back in April. You guys were around in April when everything was going down, right? Everything was falling, everything was draining. It felt like the whole world came crashing down. And then what did we do? Eventually, the buyers stepped in, the selling stopped, and we went back up. That's how the market moves. So I like the fact that we're selling off really fast. I do like the fact that this is happening very, very fast. Okay, we went sideways for 2 months in this area. Okay, these green dots were the bottom for 2 or 3 months. Okay, I told you guys if we broke that support level right there at 2,600, this was going to happen. Okay, this was going to happen if that would have invalidated the green dot. And again, that was support. That's where we bounced right here. That told you that this is the potential bottom. Okay, so if you use stop losses, you could have used the stop loss on ETH at 2,600. What happened when that broke? You got the capitulation. Okay, and this is nasty. This is disgusting. This is gross. You said you're still buying. Yeah. It probably feels really stupid to be buying right now, but you're doing the right thing. If you're keeping a long-term vision, you're buying right now when everyone else is exiting, right? I tweeted the other day that the markets are the only place where when everything goes on sale, people rush out the door. They run away when everything's on sale. It's I don't know why, right? But a lot of it has to do with psychology, right? It's psychology, okay? And we use the data here, right? We use charts and indicators because we invest based off of logic, right? Off of data. We don't invest based off what we think or our emotions, right? We want to use indicators. We want to use data because if you've bought an Ethereum every single time that this wave has came down here and held for at least 6 months, you made money pretty much every single time. Here's another example. This is what it looks like right here. Look at this. Look at this COVID crash, dude. Okay, I just want to show you guys this COVID crash here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nasty, just brutal. How big was that dip? Ethereum was sitting right there at 280. Look at this. Come on. Look at this. 280 all the way down here to 91. That was a 67% drop in 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks down 67%. Well, let's go to where we are today. Where are we today? Okay, let's go today. How much are we down right now? So that was a 67% drop. That was back in 2020. That was 6 years ago. Okay, we're sitting at about a 47% drop right now. So 67%, and I don't think, like I said, I think the bottom is very close. Like I think we're very close. 67% would probably put us back down here pretty close to this low at 1,300. Not saying it's going to get there, but it is possible. Ethereum was only trading at around, where was it? It was trading at around $200, $300 back then. It's now trading at 3,000. So the market cap's a lot bigger, but you guys can see, normally after a big dip is when the bull run starts. So this is the dip, in my opinion, before the big move higher. We got the Clarity Act coming out, okay? The Clarity Act is the legislation that's going to regulate these markets so people like Binance and all these exchanges cannot manipulate the price like they're doing right now, okay? And that Clarity Act is set to, I think, be voted on in, I believe the lady came out and said spring, but who knows, right? The politicians, you can't trust any of them. They're all a bunch of dirty crooks. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're sitting on our hands right now. If you guys are following our strategy, we need to sit on our hands. We're not panic selling after a 47% dip. We're sitting on our hands, waiting for the signal to come. When it comes, we can simply add to our positions, right? We can buy more at the next price we get and, right, continue on. I sold those Bitcoin puts. The Bitcoin puts, again, that was a trade on Bitcoin. Okay, that was a trade on Bitcoin saying Bitcoin was going to go down. I cashed out for 250% on that. So what can I do now? I can take this $9,000 and I can go buy something that I want to own for the long term, right? So we capitalized on the downside. Now we can shift and go bullish once we get that green dot. But this is one of the nastiest capitulation dips I have ever seen. What else we got? QNT. QNT is down here. So again, we're down here at the 2024 lows. We bounced right there in October of 2024 at $53. It popped all the way up to 160. Okay, that was a massive move. That was a 216% gain. The last time we were down here, again, you're talking about a 2 to 3 year low right now. Okay, the lowest price in 2 or 3 years. Okay, that is right. If you're thinking about it logically, that is time to buy. You're buying at the cheapest price in 2 or 3 years. Bitcoin 6,200. Yeah, Bitcoin 60K is going to be a big level. It's under 62 now. Okay, you watch this thing fall to the floor. That put could have been worth probably millions if it actually plays out. But the next level I'm watching, so I was watching this 65 level. That's the level I said I was going to close my short out at. The next level I'm watching for Bitcoin is 53. Okay, and again, I'm just waiting on a green dot. This is the lowest the RSI has ever been on BTC. SMR double bottom on the daily, Bob says. Yeah, it's giving it a shot. It's giving it a shot for sure. I want to see that green dot. You want to make sure this one holds on to that $12 level there. $12 $12 is the bottom of the Fibonacci there. If you guys aren't familiar with the Fibonacci, this indicator right here, we use this. It's very, very useful in determining price targets. I do have a free trading course over here if you guys haven't taken that yet in the Discord. Completely free trading course right over there. But that bottom level is normally a great place to buy your asset, that green line right there. SUI, yeah, every macro chart is looking juicy right now. Every single one of them. Here's SUI, again, free fall here. 190 down to 85 in 4 weeks. You're talking about a 55% drop in a month. Just erasing all those gains from last year. This one bottom right here at around 60 cents back in July and went up to 5. Again, everyone was talking about SUI up here at $5. Why is that? That's because we were going parabolic. We were going the other direction, right? Everyone was super enthusiastic, super happy, super jacked up here, right? No one's excited down here. Again, if you're buying down here, you're going to win in the end. Our goal is to buy the fear, okay? And again, the fear and greed index has never been lower. It has never been lower for crypto. So if you're buying at these prices, historically, you are going to make money over time, okay? If the markets do rebound. If Jeffrey Epstein's the owner of Bitcoin or the creator of Bitcoin and that's going to make everybody panic sell, then I don't know what's going to happen to crypto, okay? There's no telling. But again, that's all fear. They want you to be fearful. They want you to be uncertain. They want you to be in despair, okay? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Everybody's feeling that over the last couple weeks after this liquidation event. Look at this. Boom. Okay, but again, after we dip is normally when the buyers step in, and then we get the rip. So this tells me that we're close. Okay, assets don't just drop 55% in a month. I've hardly ever seen that. Okay, that is a nasty, nasty dip there, from there to there. And again, you can look at the monthly chart of SUI here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row down. Okay, what do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then we rip to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you tell me what's coming next. Okay, I like SUI here. I have a position on SUI. I really like the ecosystem. It's not going anywhere in my opinion. Honestly, if I wanted to buy more crypto right now, I would probably buy Cetus. Cetus is the DEX on SUI. I think this is one of the most undervalued names on the crypto market right now. It's sitting at all-time lows at the moment. It broke support. So I would probably buy more of this if I wanted to average down on the next green dot. So I think we're getting very, very close. That's why I sold my short today. I sold that put on Bitcoin because again, this is stupid, right? This is just stupid. So 55 is what I'm watching for BTC. If 55 breaks, that's the support over here from 2024. Yeah, you'll probably see free fall down to 43. Is that going to happen? Again, I don't know. What we can do, we can sit here and predict and say, oh, it's going to go to 44 or 37 or 53. But really, all we care about is the dot, right? The dot is our signal to buy. Okay, that will tell us that, hey, the buyers are trying to step back in here. And like I said, normally after a really big drop like this is when you see a big recovery higher. Grow, ripping here. U.S. global investors. So one of our sell strategies is to sell a red dot in the red zone. If your name's up here in the red zone of the Fibonacci, okay, and you're getting a red dot like you got here in 2025, that's where we like to sell. Okay, this one came right here in January at around 360. It's selling off. Yeah, that you missed the boat on that one. Your time to buy was down here in April of last year at $2. Jupiter, free fall. Okay, absolute free fall right now. Discounted prices, I guess you could say. Down here at 15 cents, got a red dot this week, so you could expect it maybe to come down here to 12. But again, is it really going to matter if you buy it at 15 or 12 if it's going back up here to 150 or a buck 50? I mean, that move right there is 920% if it goes back to those highs. So again, you haven't had the opportunity to buy it this low since back here in 2024 when it came out. XRP, again, huge dip, 50% drop here in a month. Okay, we're coming into that dollar level. So $1 is a big psychological level here for XRP. Nasty dip, right? No one's talking about XRP anymore. They were talking about it up here at 350, but now everyone's scared. So like I said, I think if you're buying now or holding now, you're doing the right thing. Okay, so a buck is that level you want to watch. $1. You want XRP to hold on to $1. That is a big psychological level. OKB even selling off here. Okay, just getting smirked down here into the 4-year average. Okay, time to sell, time to buy. Okay, we need a green dot there on OKB. We got Rose. Is Rose still hanging on? Rose is still hanging on to its monthly dot. So in the macro, this still looks really good. I still like Rose a lot here, even on this pullback of 30% this week. It went up from 0.09 to almost 3 cents. That was almost a 200% move, and then it puked it all back. 9 cent or 0.009 is your level there. I see one for Solana in the chat. Solana's also free fall, right? 50% drop, okay, off that red dot right there. Boom, 50% down, okay? Again, now we just wait for the green dot to come back. If you shorted Solana here, you made a ton of money, okay? I decided to short Bitcoin. Solana's dropping even harder. So again, all we can do is sit on our hands and wait for the next green dot signal there for Sol to decide where it's going to drop. But this is a nasty drop. Holy cow, dude. Wow. That is freaking brutal, man. Holy cow. PRO. Again, down here in accumulation. Again, as long as this blue wave is below the white line, we want to be buyers, right? We want to be accumulating the green dots. So you got one right there at 35 cents. You're down, I don't know, 20% since that time. Again, this thing was all the way up here at $4 back in May or April of 2024. So again, if you're buying down here, you're beating everybody else. You're buying at the 2023 low, which is about the 2.5-year low right now. BTC selling off fast. IMO, something doesn't feel right. I mean, it's done this before. I mean, crypto sells off like this sometimes. It does. It's done it in every cycle. And from what I've seen in the past is, you know, after a big sell-off like this is normally when, right, everyone gets liquidated, but eventually the selling is going to stop, right? Eventually people are going to stop selling, the buyers are going to step in, buy it up, and then it's going to shoot back up, and then retail will be rushing back in when it's back here at the top, and we'll be able to, you know, we'll be taking profits during that time. But again, down here, we're in despair. Like I showed you guys that fear and greed index, right? I wish I had good news for you guys. This is actually good news. We are buying in extreme fear. We are buying and holding. We are in extreme fear right now, and we are still in the game. Okay, this right here tells us that a bounce is going to come. When is it going to come? I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But what I will tell you is when we get the green dot, okay, this green today this red today is going to be green. It's going to be massively green. Okay, and it's going to go the other direction, and when it does, it's going to go the other direction really fast. Asia's waking up and selling. Yeah, good. Yeah, send it lower. Send it lower. These are historic lows. I mean, the last time we sold off like this was COVID 2020. That was COVID, okay? COVID was a pandemic. There's no pandemic going on right now that we know about, at least. But yeah, this is brutal. Mara's brutal, okay? Waiting for the green dot. Again, you got the red dot last week right there at 950. It's down 30% this week. Okay, so if you get a red dot down here, yes, you can sell. You can be stopped out if you get a red dot. Okay, or you can short like we did on Bitcoin. Shorting is just saying, hey, the market's going down. Why did we short Bitcoin? Well, because we saw that red dot close there last week. And what happened? Total sinkage. Okay, just sank to the floor. That red dot, you guys can't tell me that didn't call this drop. Okay, that was right there on Monday, the 26th of January, right there at 80,000. Okay, 80,000, again, was that level we were watching. Okay, you got that green dot. That tells you that, hey, this bottom right here, the previous low, that was the previous low at 80,000. If that breaks, there's a lot of stop losses sitting right there. So people get stopped out, and then what do? We completely capitulate. So, again, we could have another week of this, another 2 weeks, but it doesn't matter because we're long-term here. Right, we're thinking 6 months out. We're thinking a year out right now. Okay, when is it going to recover? I have no idea. All we can do is sit on our hands and wait for the green dots. That's it. That's it. STX. What's STX doing? STX is back down here at 23, just hanging around down here at 23. That one still actually has its monthly dot. So again, you can see that one is at its lows from back here in 2022. So you're talking about a 3 to 4 year low at 20 cents. It hit 20 cents and it went all the way up to $4. So yeah, this is a huge liquidation event. I mean, you're talking about this is probably the biggest liquidation event ever today. It's got to be bigger than October. OKLO, I've been a seller of this for a while. Okay, we want to sell when this wave is up here, and we want to buy when this thing's down here. Okay, your opportunity to buy was right here in September at $6. It went all the way up to 200. Okay, I wish you would have called that one out back here. I had no idea what this was back there, but I would not be touching this right now. Okay, if anything, I'd be shorting it. Again, you got the red dot right there last week, and that thing is dropping pretty hard. Okay, I would not touch that until you get a green dot here on your indicator. The banks are shorting. It's not coming back. Okay, that's what everybody says down here. Just like how everyone says it's going straight up here, people say it's never coming back down here. So again, if you've been around the market long enough, every market always bounces, because again, they can't sell forever. Okay, eventually someone with a lot of money is going to step in and say, okay, these prices look good, these prices look cheap, right? It's sitting at a 4 or 5 year low, and then boom. Okay, then we reverse and go the other way. Yeah, XRP we covered. We're just watching a dollar right now. Again, we're just waiting on a green dot for a bottom. Again, 50% down in the last month. We got the red dot right there on it on the 19th at 90. You could have set a stop loss right there at 170, call it 175. That's the level we were watching. Again, when a support level breaks like that, okay, that is support. Okay, the green dot came and said, hey, this is the potential bottom right here at 176, that low right there. It breaks, people get liquidated, right? And we go down, 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 down. And we're going to go down until the buyers, right, the big money steps back in and buys it up, right? These guys right now, the smart money, they are licking their chops right now, folks. They are just smiling from ear to ear. They're watching everybody panic, everybody sell, everybody get washed out. And they're just loading up, man. They're stepping in and they are buying the dip. That's what they do, okay? They buy when people are panicking, okay? And they sell when people are excited. Are people excited right now? Absolutely not. It is very hard to be a crypto investing influencer on days and weeks and months like this. It is not easy, right? It's not fun to get on here and talk about this stuff when it keeps going straight down every single day. Just red, 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 red. But what I am sure of is that we are going to find a bottom. Okay, it's going to happen. Where? I don't know. I don't know where it's going to happen. Okay, what I can tell you is that we're going to sit here and wait until we get that green dot before we make that call. Okay, I mean, look at this. Uniswap just diving. Uniswap broke its $3 low, I think. It broke its 2020 low. So again, the lowest price for Uniswap right now, one of the biggest projects on Ethereum, the lowest price in 6 years since 2020. So right now, if you're buying Uniswap, you're buying at the lowest price in 6 years. Everybody in the last 6 years who has bought Uniswap is currently down. Everybody in the last 6 years is in the red. Okay, so think about it. 6 year lows. 6 year lows. Okay, and it just wants to keep dipping here. You can see here on the charts. I mean, we're just free falling. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, once we find that bottom, once we get that signal, okay, that's when we reverse and go back to the upside. So I'm sitting on my hands, folks. You guys asking me what I'm doing? I'm sitting on my hands. I ain't doing anything with crypto right now. I closed that Bitcoin short today for around a 250% gain. I'm happy with that. Okay, I wish I would have put in more, but I didn't. But I still made a good amount of money. Now I have this capital to rotate into a long position. So I did make a few trades over there today, by the way. Currently, XCN is costing 100x to claim rewards. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. No clue. PAGS pays a 12% dividend that upgrades to $14 to $13. PAGS, P-A-G-S. I was actually just thinking about this stock the other day. I bought it a long time ago. Again, it's just up here in our sell territory, so we wouldn't be interested. We're interested down here, okay, when everyone's out, when everyone's getting out. But up here, just not a fan. Again, we just have a very specific strategy that we use here. So, yeah. Costs more to claim rewards, then don't claim the rewards, okay? When things are volatile like this, those exchanges, they wreck you on fees. Like, you'll get wrecked on fees. You got to wait till things calm down, wait till things slow down, and then make your move, okay? And then make your move on claiming your rewards or swapping or whatever. Okay, on days like this, you cannot do anything. There is nothing you can do. Okay, sit on your hands, take a break, go outside, right? Have some fun, go hit the gym, right? That's really all we can do. There's nothing we can do. We can sit here and panic and panic and panic and keep looking at the price, but in the end, right, we're not in sell territory anytime soon. Okay, we're not in sell territory anytime soon. We just need that green dot to come back on our charts. That's how we invest. Okay, again, off of data, not what we think is going to happen, not what somebody says is going to happen, but off the data. Okay, we know for a fact that every time we bought when this wave was down here on SUI, it went up eventually. And again, it doesn't happen overnight. This is a weekly chart. These moves take 1 to 6 months to develop. So if you get a signal, you have to be willing to wait 6 months. If you bought this back here in 2024, SUI was at 6 cents. Okay, if you sold the top, you made 760%. Okay, if you want a 760% move, sometimes you have to sit through a 25 to 30 to 40 to 50% drop. Okay, again, it's not really going to matter if we buy it at $1.30 or buy it down here at 80 cents if it goes back here to 5. You won't care that much. Okay, in the end, you won't care that much. Will you make more money? Yes, but in the end, it won't make that big of a difference. Dot thing ain't working? Yeah, well, we need to let the trades play out. Like I said, this green dot was invalidated when we got those red dots last week. So that red dot came right there at $1.30. So if you didn't sell the red dot there at $1.30, okay, if you decided to hold on, then hey, well, guess what? It still called it. So again, you just got to know how to play the signals, and I talk about that in my free trading course. Can you let me know if we get a green dot on Serve, SERV? Serve Robotics, nope, that's coming down. Okay, again, we want to buy when this wave is down here given a green dot. Again, these aren't day trades. So all the people saying that the dots don't work, right? This last round of dots, I was buying right here at 12 on Link. Okay, I'm down 40% on the position. Okay, but again, it's only been a month, right? If this was a trade saying, hey, I'm going to wait 1 to 6 months and see where it plays out, I can't panic sell down here at $7 because that wouldn't be sticking to our plan, right? Our plan is to buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. That doesn't mean only 1 month. That means 1 to 6 months. So, like I said, I'm not going to care if I buy at 12 or 7 if it goes back to 30, right? I'm still going to make gains when it comes back up here to 28 or wherever it was back here in 2024 or 2025. Drop the ticker, please, if you would. Oscar. Just drop the ticker, drop the symbol, and I'll cover it. Wow, Oscar's down here to April lows. That thing's getting clapped. Looks like they reported earnings and missed. So, again, I'd wait till that waves a little deeper and you get the green dot to buy. If you're still holding, add more to the position on the next green dot if you like the company. Yeah, a lot of us bought Link at 12. A lot of us bought Link at 12. And yeah, we're down, right? We're down. But again, we can't control the prices. All we could do is control the reaction to the prices. Look at the last time that Link was down here. Okay, that was back in April or August of 2024. Okay, we hit the bottom right there. Boom, at $8. What happened? Big wick up. Buyers stepped in. Okay, and we pumped. Okay, we went from 8 all the way up here to 30. So again, if you sold down here, you felt really stupid back in August. Okay, because it went all the way up to $30 and you missed out on massive gains. So again, if you think crypto is a scam and it's over and everything's going to zero, then you probably shouldn't be investing in crypto. But I personally don't think crypto is a scam. I think it is the future of finance, and that's why I have decided to invest my hard-earned money in it. And again, sometimes, right, it goes against us. But in the end, it's going up, right? In the end, it's going to go back up. And again, that's my analysis. It could go to zero. Nothing is 100% in the markets, but again, if you've done your research and you know what you're buying, you shouldn't be worried about a position. Okay, if you can truly say you're a long-term investor, right? If you're willing to wait 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, I mean, in the end, it's going to go back up, right? This is a gift buying Chainlink down here at $7.50 or whatever it's at. So again, they want you fearful. They want you thinking it's over. They want you thinking, oh my God, it's right. They want you uncertain and doubtful, thinking Jeffrey Epstein's behind the whole thing or Donald Trump's behind the whole thing, right? We're down here. That's all there is to it. I think we can all agree on that. We're in despair. You're in Link at 17. I would average down. I mean, I normally like to average down when I'm down 20% on a position. So if you bought at 17, you bought somewhere around here, right there. So yeah, you're down 56%. That's a great spot to average down. I think $7 Link is a no-brainer. I mean, if you buy Link here and hold it for 5 years, I mean, there's a chance that Link could be trading at $100 with the partnerships and their technology and everything that they have set up. I mean, they're literally going to run the new financial system. Their tech is going to run the new financial system. So the whole thing, this whole crypto thing doesn't work without Chainlink's technology. Okay, it's not a crypto, it's a technology company. And they have an ETF now as well. We need a Hail Mary, something like that. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I am a little tired. Taser, I think that's TAO. That one is at all-time lows. So again, if you believe in the project, you're buying it at the lowest price it's ever been. So ideally, based on the data, based on the time, right? It's a good time to buy if you're looking at it from a data perspective. Yep, I rotated. I rotated some positions today that I got tired of holding. Again, if you're down and you sell, okay, on your taxes, that gets written off as a loss. So what I did today was I sold my DJT, my TTD, my nail, my DRN. I was up on DRN and nail, and I think I was break even on NVO, but I was up on DJT too. But I sold TTD at a loss, I sold GoodRx at a loss, and I sold Now at a loss today. Everything else I either broke even or made money on, and then I decided to buy the $15 Snapchat calls. So the reason I bought Snapchat is because it's literally sitting at an 8-year low. Okay, the lowest price here in 8 years. So the last time it came down here was in 2018. Okay, lowest price in 8 years. I believe in the company of Snapchat. They're one of the biggest social media companies out there. I believe they're going to get bought out. If anything, they're going to get bought out by a bigger player, right? Either TikTok or Microsoft. Okay, and when a company gets bought out, their asset goes way up. That's the worst case scenario for Snapchat. They're not going anywhere because they have 350 million active daily users. Okay, daily users, 350 million people on their platform. That's a ton of eyeballs and a ton of data. But again, you could see on the chart, the last time we hit this low, look at this on the chart, was in 2018, December of 2018. That was 8 years ago. Look what happened after it hit $5. Okay, it went all the way up here to 70. Okay, 70 or $80. That was over 1,000% trade. So I cut some of those other names and I just rotated into Snapchat. Right here around 5. So yeah, if you got some losers and you want to buy something, like for example, if I wanted to sell my DOT and buy Chainlink, well, on my taxes, that's going to look like a loss on DOT, right? It's going to say, hey, you lost X, right? And I rotated into Link. Well, if Link goes back up, right, like DOT could go back up, okay, you're going to win in the end, right? You're gonna make money in the end because again, we're long-term bullish, okay, short-term bearish, long-term bullish. But that is possible to do. If you're sick of holding a name, you could sell it at a loss. That tells Uncle Sam that, hey, I lost on this. And then you rotate it into another name that goes back up. It's a wash. They call it a wash trade. So something to keep in mind. And again, look at Polkadot. Polkadot's gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row. Again, where's the last time on the chart you saw a 5-month dip? 5 red candles consecutively on Polkadot. When's the last time? I haven't seen it happen one time. I haven't seen it happen once. So, again, historic lows. These are historic lows. And while it sucks, while it feels awful, while we all feel the despair, right? This is it, right? This is where we want to be loading up or holding. Okay, as long as we're buying down here, okay, we're going to win in the end. Again, the only thing that separates you from being right or wrong in the market is time. That's it. You can be wrong in the short term, but be right in the long term. Okay, and most people are. Some of the best investors I listen to say the best investors in the world are really good at doing nothing for long periods of time. Okay, meaning you don't do anything. You don't buy or sell. You buy and you hold and you just wait. The people who made the most money on Bitcoin were the people that bought in 2009, 2010, and they lost their wallets. They lost their wallets. You heard that story about that one guy that bought like 10 or 100,000 Bitcoins and he threw away the flash drive, and then he paid the dump like billions of dollars to try to dig it up. He tried to find the flash drive at the dump. I mean, those are the people that made the most money. They just bought it and forgot about it, right? So my top 3 altcoins are still the same. They're going to be Chainlink is my number 1. I mean, Chainlink and Cetus are my 2 top picks. Those are my top 2, and then I'd probably go with XCN as the 3rd pick. If I had to pick 3 to invest in, I really like Sui too. But Sui, Chainlink, Cetus, and XCN. I love all those 3. All 3 of those, all 4 of those are, in my opinion, very solid long-term crypto bets. TTWO, sorry man, I got you. Wow, look at that one. Holy shnikes. Getting wrecked off its earnings. So again, that's getting down to our buy territory, right? We only like to buy when the wave is below the white line. Okay, that's how we know that the capitulation has happened. Okay, when we're below the white line, that capitulation has happened. We just need a green dot. Okay, that's all we need. We're coming down there into the 4-year low. Right there into 180. So I would watch for a weekly dot to add to that one. Thoughts on Theta? Theta's fallen to the floor. Let's look at the Binance one. Wow. I was looking at that one way back in the day. Holy smokes, dude. So again, we're back down here at a 2020 low. So the lowest prices in 5 or 6 years. Okay? That was 10 cents back there in 2020. So it's sitting at 17 right now. It was as high as 15 up here. Okay, so I mean, again, all we're doing is waiting for a green dot now on the weekly. SOXS hasn't really moved. I'm kind of disappointed. It is up a little bit here after hours. If SOX is going to go up, we need NVIDIA to sell off. Okay, I think if NVIDIA breaks this level right here at, if NVIDIA breaks 160, if it breaks that 160 support on the chart, okay, this support right here, okay, it's going to free fall. It's going to do one of these. Okay, and this SOXS is going to print so hard. This is my biggest short position right now. So this is a short on tech, okay, on big tech. So again, if it breaks 160, okay, this short is SOXS will be worth like probably $10 to $15, and it's sitting at 2 right now. So I'm still holding that SOXS position. It has the green dot here on the weekly and the green dot here on the monthly. So I'm very bullish on SOXS. Okay, I wish that thing would have went up more today, but chips just haven't really sold off that hard. NVIDIA's pretty unmoved, but with names like Amazon and stuff starting to crack, that tells me that chips are right behind. Chips are just lagging this drop. ATH, Bruno Bones in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Just coming down. That thing's just getting wrecked. So, again, lowest price it's ever been. If you believe in the project, it's time to buy. I mean, you're down here at the bottom, at the low. I would wait for a green dot, but again, if you're going to ask me if it's expensive or cheap, well, it's the cheapest it's ever been in history today. What do I think about Seeker? Is that SKR? It's too new. I can't tell you. I don't have a whole lot of data for it. Yeah, I think stocks are next, dude. I mean, silver's selling off big, gold's selling off big, altcoins selling off big. It's only a matter of time for altcoins. Look at this. Look at this buying. Look at the buyers stepping in down here at these levels, dude. I'm telling you guys, the big money, the smart money, they're licking their chops right now. They have never been happier. They have never been happier at the moment. Okay, the smart money are the billionaires, the hedge funds, the trillionaires, the people who manipulate the markets. Okay, they want us to sell right now. They want us to quit. They want us to give up. But we're Spartans here. Okay, we hold the line. Okay, we hold the frickin' line in times like this. That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. Right? If we're gonna panic and we're gonna sell, we lose automatically. You're never gonna win if you sell right now. You'll never make money if you sell today. Never. It'll never happen. So I personally think we are close. That's why I closed that Bitcoin short. Okay, BTC. I closed my short today. I think it was at like 64,000. I closed it. It's at 62. Again, we have a really strong support level there at 160. T-Fuel, F-U-E-L. Thanks for the super chats today, fellas. Appreciate it. I'm going to go buy the dip with it. It's at the low of 2020. So again, the lowest prices in 6 years. Okay, as everyone's saying, bear market, it's over. The sky is falling. We're going to zero. We're at the lowest prices in 6 years, guys, since the COVID lows. So if you believe in T-Fuel, I think it's a really good spot to buy. Because again, that's what the data says. It's the lowest price in 6 years. I can't even remember what I was doing 6 years ago. I wish I would have been buying crypto, but I was probably panicking about the COVID dip or something, thinking we're going to zero. And then what happened? It did the exact opposite and just absolutely went to the moon. Ooh, Ondo, good request, man. Did it hit 20 cents? Oh, it did, dude. Oh my gosh. I said that a few weeks ago that if Ondo hit 20 cents, I would buy some. It's at 22 cents. So, again, that's where we opened up here in February. So, once again, you're buying at the all-time low right now. Okay, everyone's excited, all jacked up about Ondo up here at $2. It's crickets down here. You don't hear a damn thing down here. Okay, this is the psychology of the market. Okay, again, we're trading the data. How do we know we're down here? Well, we look at our indicator. If this wave is down here giving us green dots, okay, that tells us that, hey, we've capitulated. This is in. Capitulation looks like this. Okay, that if there was a definition of capitulation in the dictionary, well, there you go. 80% down from those September highs right there. 80% drop. 80% flash sale. Okay, 20 cents is the low. I like it. I like Ondo for the long term here. WTF. WTF is at, oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my gosh! So it just reset. Look at that. Oh my. That is the low, all-time low. All-time low. You guys are seeing this is history. This is history in the making. Wow. History, dude. This is all-time lows. Crypto cent. I mean, it has never felt worse in the crypto market right now for retail. That's what that indicator right there is telling us. Okay. That's what that is telling us here. Okay. 5. I mean, you can hardly get lower. It looks like right here in November we hit 11. No, we hit 10. We hit 10 in November. That was the all-time low. That was after that Binance liquidation event, right? So it hit 10. It's at 5 right now, dude. It's the worst it's ever been. Does that make sense? You guys are witnessing history with me right now. Okay, this is history being made right now. The worst, the lowest it has ever been. You guys understand that? Meaning the way you feel, it has never felt worse to be a crypto investor than it does today. Okay, that's what that says. That is what that says right there. Okay, so again, if you believe in crypto, which I don't know why you wouldn't, okay, if you're here on this channel, okay, if you believe in this future, it has never in history, according to a fear and greed sentiment index, been a better time to buy. Okay, this is stuff you like sell the house and just start buying. Like that's it. And that's not financial advice. Don't do that. Someone will be like, oh, he sold the house. But hey, I mean, you're again, we base everything off data here, guys. I don't pull rabbits out of my hat or anything like that. We simply take into consideration logical data that we have on the chart. Like I can look at this chart and see that, hey, we have never been lower on the sentiment, right? That means retail is out. Like retail is completely gone. Okay, and I can see on Ondo that, hey, this is the all-time low. This is the all-time low right here at 20 cents. Okay, the all-time low, right? The data says it's never been a better time to buy. This is the best time to buy. This was the best time to buy here in 2024. It went from 20 cents up to $2. Okay, you were selling right here. Boom, $2. Okay, all the way back down. So that is a 100% correction there from that low on Ondo. That is pretty insane. Wow, that is so crazy, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Today hurts, man. Today hurts. I think I'm down on my Robinhood account. Like, this is probably one of the worst days I've had. Yeah, I'm down 10% alone on my Robinhood account. So that's ugly, right? My whole portfolio is down 10% in one day. That's insane. That hasn't happened a lot. Someone said Ondo's a scam pump and dump. They definitely marketed the crap out of it, didn't they? What stock am I talking about? This is Ondo. This is a crypto. Snapchat, I mean, I don't know where it's going to go to, but I know from the data, right, it's never been lower. So if you look here, right, back here at the 2020, what was this, 2020, 18 lows, I mean, this is the lowest price it's ever been on Snapchat. I mean, we got here last time at 5, and we just rocket up to 80. If we go back to 80, I'll be real happy. But I mean, even if we go back to 20, I'll be very excited. That's a 300% move back to there. So again, I want to buy when everyone's getting out. And Snapchat, again, looks like everybody's out. So we'll see if $5 holds there on Snap. Yep. Said SOX, SOXS has an insane daily decay, by the way. Yeah, it's just kind of sitting. It's just kind of sitting right now. It's waiting for NVIDIA to sell off. Okay, if NVIDIA sells off, the decay is not going to matter. It's going to, right, if NVIDIA comes back down here to its yearly moving average, which, look at that monthly chart. I mean, if you're a betting man, would you say that NVIDIA right now is going to go up or down? I got a large amount of money saying it's going to go down. I mean, look at the MACD. The MACD is... This is actually a little concerning, man. It's like, holy sh... Like, this is a bubble, dude. This is a massive bubble. So, I mean, either way right now, right, the chips, if NVIDIA goes back down to 50... that SOX will call is, or SOX, SOXS is going to print. So that's my insurance to the downside. If the market really, wow. Chainlink was just down 11% a second ago, and it's now green. Oh my God. See, look at that wick. Look at that wick, dude. Oh my gosh. Now that is buyers stepping in. Look at the volume here. Look at the big boys stepping in. Okay, that's not little retail volume right there. That is smart money volume. Okay, that's the largest volume candle we've seen for a very long time on Link. So, I mean, you guys can see again. These guys are not panic selling right now. Okay, they are licking their chops and they are buying. Okay, they are eating it up. Right, look at this. Okay, retail's wrecked. They're toast. It's over for them. Okay, extreme fear. The lowest we've ever been. The lowest we have ever been. Again, we cannot control these prices, folks. We can control our reaction to the prices. It does not make logical sense to sell down here. Okay, this is the worst it has ever been. Crazy. Crazy. And we're going to look back one day, okay, I don't know when, okay, 6 months from now, maybe a year from now, and we're going to remember. We're going to remember today, we're going to remember this week, and we're going to laugh, okay, and we're going to be cheersing somewhere, probably on an island or something. We'll go to Bobby's house down there in Florida and do something. Yeah, Chainlink's not going anywhere, so if it goes any lower, I mean, it's just stupid. It's just stupid how low this thing is right now. Extreme bearish downside for Bitcoin is 38 to 50K. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. Like, if it comes out and, I don't know. Right? I don't want to say anything just because, you know, the whole Epstein thing, when I heard about the Epstein stuff, I sold my strategy, my MSTR, because Michael Saylor was in the documents, right? And we got a red dot. So I took profits on this yesterday. Luckily, I didn't take profits. I took losses. But it's down here at $100. I literally called for $100 back here at 450. I got to go find that video back in July. But I said, boom, I would buy MSTR if it hits 100. It's down here now, but there's just some stuff that I think is very weird coming out. Oh, my bad, Parker. You're right. That's not funny at all. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm an idiot. Bitcoin dominance is falling off a cliff. So, again, altcoin season starts when this goes down, okay? Like it did back here. This is what we want to see Bitcoin dominance do. So this chart represents the dominance of Bitcoin, meaning the money in the crypto market, the percentage that's in Bitcoin. When money comes out of Bitcoin, meaning when people are selling Bitcoin, they're rotating. Okay, what do they rotate into? They rotate into altcoins. So if this thing cracks here and comes down to like, I mean, you guys are going to see altcoin prices just absolutely soar if this thing decides to sell off here. And there's a lot of things pointing toward that happening. So again, this is not the time to be bearish. This is the time to be bullish. I know it feels crazy, but that's how it works, folks. That is how it works. You want to buy the extreme fear. Okay, that's what every investor will tell you. Every investor will tell you they made their money because they were buying when everybody else was panicking and everybody else was selling. Every great investor I've ever talked to said that. He said when people are excited, that's when you want to take caution, right? That's when you want to sell. So the time to sell will be when this wave comes back up here again. My time frame is 6 months from now. Okay, I'm thinking June, July is when we'll be back up to this area. Okay, it's not going to be tomorrow, not going to be next week, probably not next month. Okay, but probably June, July is where I'm targeting. Can I go over Coinbase chart? Yeah, I want to buy more Coinbase here. Okay, down here at 150, I said I wanted to buy more at 160. I didn't pull the trigger yet just because I don't have the signal. But again, that RSI turning green tells you that we're very oversold. They got earnings coming up next week too. So I like Coinbase at these prices. I really do. We're down here at the bottom of the, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 consecutive red days in a row. 2 weeks red every single day down. Okay, where do you see that on the chart? What did I say, 14? 14 days in a row? How many were right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back in 2024, that was 8. Okay, it has never dipped 13 days in a row. Never. So, like I said, normally when markets pull back like this, there's normally a really fast rebound, right? It goes up really fast afterwards. So, TNSR. Oops. TNSR USDT. Oh, there you go. Again, down there at the bottom of the FEB. So I like that down there at 4 cents. Target would be up here between 20 and 25 cents. USDT.D. So this is the tether dominance chart. So you can see this is actually topping out. So you got Bitcoin dominance going down. You got USDT.Ds, the tether dominance chart, topping out, meaning they're selling Bitcoin and they're rotating into stables right now. Okay, when they rotate out of stables, where are they going to go? They're going to go buy Bitcoin that everyone's panicking about right now? No, I think they're going to buy names like Chainlink down here at the frickin' lows, dude. At these lows from 2023, 2024. That's what I'd buy. Why would you buy Bitcoin right now? There's no reason to buy Bitcoin. So good request on the USDT .D. I love that. Okay, the fact that this is way up right now tells me they're going to rotate. Okay, and when they rotate, I really think they're going to rotate back into altcoins. I made a tweet yesterday about the altcoin season. I think this is something you guys really need to take into consideration here. Okay, this is called the path to altcoin season. Okay, and this is just a graph that I found online, but this is kind of how it works, right? So first off, you got money going into Bitcoin, right? You have a bunch of money going into BTC, right? People buying Bitcoin like crazy. Okay, and then you have money flowing into Ethereum. Okay, this is when Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. So Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin by a ton last year in 2025. So what happens after that is money starts rotating out of Ethereum, right? It's been outperforming Bitcoin and large caps are going parabolic. I think we're going to start this phase here very, very soon. Okay, I think it's probably going to start here either in February or March. That's when it's going to start, and I think it's going to end sometime around June. Okay, I think that's what we're going to see. So again, we go from Bitcoin, right? People then sell Bitcoin and they buy Ethereum. They then sell Ethereum and then they buy large caps. So large caps are going to be like your top 10, top 20, names like Chainlink, Sui, XRP and things like that. And then after that, it flows into the really low cap stuff, the low cap stuff like XCN, and just the really smaller cap stuff, right? The top 200 and below. So I think we're starting this here either this month or next month, just based on these dominance charts. I mean, you could see the money, right, flowing out of Bitcoin into stables. Okay, when people sell their Bitcoin, they normally go into stable coins, and then after that, they take their stable coins and then they rotate into things like SUI, like Link, like any investor with a brain right now is looking at these prices going, oh my God, like a smart investor is not like, oh shit, I better sell down here, right? They're like, oh, how do I buy more? Or, you know, what do I got to do to get my hands on more money to buy more, right? Go drive some Uber, go mow a lawn, go shovel some snow, whatever you need to do, work some overtime. I saw someone said they're going to go work overtime because they're wanting to buy this dip down here. Beautiful. I love to hear that. I'd rather hear that than people panicking in the chat talking about, you know, oh my God, we're going to go down for 4 years. And we're not going to go down for 4 years. We're going to have a big recovery. Okay, I don't know how big, but it could be massive because a lot of these, I mean, Chainlink from the high, right? We were selling Chainlink here at 25. Okay, it's down 73% since August. Okay, if your groceries were on sale today for 73% off, would you go to the grocery store? You wouldn't be watching the stream right now. You would be going to the grocery store buying your groceries, right? If gas was 73%, same thing, same concept with investing. Okay, and we can use this chart data and we can see, right, that, hey, we are in a stupidly big flash sale. Okay, so again, that's where we're at. Again, this is just data, folks. If anything is down 73% and you like the asset, if you believe in it over the long term, if it's down 73%, right? We topped out, right? We got the red dot back here in September. We sold our Chainlink. Now it's all the way down here. Okay, now we want to be buying again, right? We sell up here, buy down here. Okay, that's what we're doing. BMNR. This thing is just free. This is what's his name's company, Tom Lee. I seen he's at like an $8 billion loss right now. So he needs Ethereum to recover. Okay, I would buy this thing if it comes down to like $4. If it hits the bottom of our FEB, that green line, I'll buy. If you want to take a stab at it, like I'm honestly thinking about Ethereum options. I'm thinking about Ethereum options. I want to buy ETHA options. I want to use heavy options on Ethereum here because again, we're approaching the lows. We are approaching the lows, right? Everyone was panicking about Ethereum back here in April when we got our signal, right? That buy signal came right there at 1600 and it went all the way up here to around 5,000. That was a massive move. Okay, we started looking at Ethereum right here, right off these green dots. We said, hey, if 2600 breaks, these dots are wrong. Well, you saw 2600 break last week. You got the red dot right there, and we tanked. But now that we're at these lows, we need to be thinking buy, buy, buy. We can't be thinking sell, right? Buy or hold right now. Those are the only two options if you're following our strategy. So BMNR, if his company doesn't go bankrupt, you know, it's at a decent price, I would say. I would look for the daily on this one, see where that comes, but I don't know. I think I'd rather buy the Ethereum ETF options if I was playing that. And look at that nasty, nasty dip. Again, red dot came January of 2020, so you had to be prepared for this dip. That came at $21. It's down here at 14. What else we got? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting buyers stepping in right now. I'm seeing that on the chart. So you're seeing the daily here. Wix, okay, got big volume coming in. Okay, look at that volume bar. Big boy volume right there. That's huge. So I love SUI at these prices. I liked it right here at $1.30. I like it even more down here at 90 cents. My portfolio cash-wise right now, it's probably sitting at around 12 to 15%. 12 to 15% right now. That's how much cash I have on the sideline. Yeah. So again, guys, we're the sentiment has never been this low. So just know that you're not, if you feel crap, if your portfolio's down and you feel crappy today, you're not alone, right? This tells you that everybody's feeling bad, right? Nobody's feeling good today, okay, except the people that were shorting, Okay, again, I closed my short today. I closed the Bitcoin short. I mean, I'm even more happy I closed that short just seeing the fear and greed index down that low. 250% gain on that Bitcoin put we took. Okay, the only reason we took that was because, again, we got the sell signal. Okay, boom. Last week, bada bing, bada boom, all the way down. Okay, like clockwork. Okay, so again, the only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot. So either be prepared to go lower by shorting or by stopping your position out off of the red dot. This is crazy though, man. This is wild. I can't believe sentiment's that low. We could really use a Trump tweet right now. I said Sui under 1, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm waiting for a green dot though. I'm not going to go all in. I never go all in on one name, but I'm waiting for the signal, okay? Because this could come down to 50 cents, okay? So we just want to be patient and wait for the next signal. Okay, again, if we bought here at $1.30 and we're going to buy down here at 80 cents, you guys still here? I think the stream just went away. Yep. Can you guys still hear me? Something just happened with my stream. SUIG? Can you guys still hear me in the chat? Wow. Sui. This is Sui Holding Group. Yeah, that's down at the lows, dude. This might be a good one. You could play options on this one if you wanted to get more exposure. Okay, you guys can still hear me. Cool. I don't know. My screen just like totally went out on me there. Cool. But yeah, I don't see any more requests in the chat, so yeah. This is where we're at. So again, guys, best thing we can do is just wait for the next round of signals. That's all we're going to do. Let me get through these chart requests real quick here. Pro, we already covered. HBM, that's coming down. I would sell that. Dash, just looking for a green dot on Dash there. LAES. Again, you just want to wait for that green dot. VELO, this one's down here at the historic lows at the moment. Okay, just waiting on a signal. On VELO, I heard they're merging with Aerodrome. Soundhound's back down here in buy territory. So again, when this wave gets below this white line, we're excited, right? We're ready to go. We're ready to rock. That means capitulation, right? The markets have dipped. Okay, the markets have dipped here. Okay, they've gone to the floor. Okay, we're down. Okay, good time to buy. So all you need on Soundhound is a green dot there on the weekly. That actually looks really good. Okay, I just wait for the signal. ABT. Yeah, we're not in buy territory. Again, buy territory's down there. We got GoPro or GRO. I would sell this one. Again, when the wave's up here, we want to take profits. Okay, you're probably getting a red dot in the red zone. Boom. I would take profits on gold resource there. QUBT just needs the green dot. We're back down in buy territory. That looks good. RZTL. Oof, that one got smoked. That one got annihilated there. SUUN, down there at the lows. Looks like a penny stock. DNN has a sell signal. All these mining companies, all these silver guys. Crypto's not the only thing selling off today. Okay, silver's down, gold is down, everything is down. Okay, DNN, right? If silver and gold corrects, this thing is going to correct. I would sell this one right now. Take your profits on that. ASST, I bought this one last week. Of course, it's down 40% this week, but it's a penny stock. Okay, that's as expected. So just waiting for another green dot on that one. I really like the CEO of that company. SEI. SEI just needs a green dot. Again, we're at all-time lows on SEI right now. The lowest price it's ever been. Alts is still holding on to its low of $1. I'd say this one looks good above $1. So that's it for the chart requests there. I just use my brokerages. I just download my statement every month. NVO, I got stopped out of NVO today, unfortunately. Okay, they stopped me out on that one. That one broke. broke the low. Brutal sell-off after earnings there. I still think this company is. I still think they're going to recover here. $40 is a pretty big level there. Okay, we're still holding the monthly green dot. So if anything, this pullback is an opportunity. I would just wait for a green dot here on the daily. So if it's green here on the monthly, what you want to do is you want to wait for the daily dot. Okay, and it's very oversold right now. That was an ugly sell-off there on earnings. Okay, everything's getting clapped on their earnings right now. PayPal. Yeah, PayPal's at a 10-year low. I bought more of this yesterday. Okay, lowest price in 10 years since 2016 on PayPal, folks. So if you like the company, if you believe in the company, you're buying it at the lowest price in 6 years right now. Or I'm sorry, 10 years. 2016 was 10 years ago. This thing went from 40 all the way up here to 310. Beautiful. We covered Sol. Litecoin. Litecoin just needs a green dot. Okay, that's down there at 2020. Again, we're at COVID lows right now, guys. COVID lows, the lowest price in 5 years, 6 years. It is a great time to buy. Every indicator tells you buy. If you believe in the altcoin, you need to be loading up on it right now. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's what every indicator says. That's what the fear and greed index says. Again, the fear and greed index has never been lower. Okay, that fear and greed index is insane. Look at this. I've never seen something like this before. That's just insane. Extreme fear. So this is actually something to be happy about. That tells us that the bottom is very, very close here. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'll be back tomorrow for the watch list. We're going to drop our watch list tomorrow here. We're going to go over all the names we're looking at for the following week, just like we do every single Friday. I'm telling you guys, there's opportunities everywhere. It might not seem like it today, but in the coming 1 to 6 months here, okay, in the coming 1 to 6 months, you're going to be happy you were buying and accumulating at these prices. Okay, nothing can go down forever. Look at Ethereum getting a little buy action here, coming in here to start the day, and volume's coming in. I mean, the volume is picking up right now. That tells you that we are really close to a bottom. Okay, retail is panicking right now. You see that in the fear and greed index. Okay, so hold the line, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, we need one more like for a giveaway. Somebody like the video. We'll do a giveaway here before we sign off. Okay, we're good. Let's do a giveaway real quick. I'm gonna give. I told you guys I do 200 XRP giveaway here. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Let me see if I can get Nightbot to work today. Okay, we'll do a 200 XRP giveaway here. Shoot, I don't know. I forgot how to sign in on this damn thing. Can't do the YouTube giveaway. We're gonna have to do it in the Discord. We're gonna have to do it in the Discord again. So I'm gonna drop this over here because we got 150 likes today. I want to give back to you guys today because it has been a brutal month. /G create. We're gonna do a giveaway here for 200 XRP. What are we gonna do? Let's do till next Monday. So what's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll give it away in 4 days. We'll give you guys 4 days if you guys are watching the replay. Would you guys rather do, let's do one winner. It's easier to do one winner. XRP. So you guys are going to enter to win 200 XRP giveaway. Enter to win 200 XRP. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tap there's a little emoji over here that you're going to tap for this. Tap the emoji to enter. Ready? If you guys are not in the Discord, there's a link to join in the description. And all you guys got to do is come over here and hit this emoji. So that winner will be drawn for the 200 XRP on February 9th. All you guys got to do is just click this button right here. Boom. And I'll give away somebody 200 XRP to somebody over here. That's in the giveaways tab here. I'll just drop the link here in the chat. If you can't see the link, it's because you're not a member. You do need to be a member in order to participate in the Discord giveaways. You know, the membership is there to keep away scammers and bots. We still get scammers, people trying to pretend to be me. But you know, if you want to become a member and enter for that, it's only $4 a month. less than a Starbucks coffee. But that giveaway is live over here. So you guys just have to hit that emoji right there. Again, that link is in the description down below if you guys want to join the Discord. It's free to join. We do have the membership. You will need to be a member over here to join that. I'll try to figure out this Nightbot stuff so we can start doing more giveaways on YouTube as well. I got a new computer, so I'm still like trying to get logged into all my stuff and everything. So with that being said, guys, again, it's never been a worse time to be a crypto investor. Just keep that in mind. Again, we want to buy the fear, sell the greed, hold the line, folks. This ain't gonna last forever. Okay, our time's coming. Okay, let's keep the long-term mindset. Be thinking, right? These prices are a gift. Warren Buffett says you should be excited when your name goes down 50%. Okay, I think he meant that when he said that. So hang in there. We are here. Right, we're conquering the market together. We win together. We lose together. Okay, if you're investing by yourself, you're more than likely to lose. Okay, it's a lot easier when you got a community and you got people holding you accountable. Okay, again, we have a very specific trading strategy over here inside the Discord you can learn about in that free trading course. If you guys like the indicators you saw today and that we used in this video, you guys can download my whole entire trading layout in the trading indicator tab. That'll get you all the red and green dots, the Fibonacci, the MACD, the RSIs. Everything you see on my screen, your screen will look exactly like mine. When you come over here and click this link, takes a couple of clicks and everything loads up. My email is right there in the thread. If you guys have any questions or need support with it, it's a super straightforward process. So with that being said, guys, have a great night. God bless you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.